The first thing I want you to do is to read this article. It's an article that Amazon put out that explains its collaboration with Anthropic. Anthropic is a large language model. This is a pre-IPO company, and they have a system called Claude, which basically integrates with Amazon's Bedrock. It's going to be available through Amazon's Amazon Web Services. What they're doing is building their own language model, so they don't have to depend on Google, or Google's Bard, or Microsoft's ChatGPT. They want their own large language model, and they're going to make it available to all of their AWS customers. And AWS is the largest cloud service in the world. So Amazon's taking hold of its own destiny in this. You're also going to learn in the article that they are creating their own chip. They're going to work around needing NVIDIA's chip to run their AI service. So in essence, Amazon is taking control of their own destiny. Now, Amazon stock has been as high as $185 a share. That was on July 15th, 2021. More recently, it was at $140 on September the 20th in 2023. And today it's down to $125. I believe it's going to $114.39, $114.39. And if you've got some, I'll buy it from you at that price. What I want to do in this video is show you how I came up with that price. I believe that is the next support level where it will go, and it will probably go there sometime shortly after their earnings report, which is on October the 26th. So I'll be there on October the 26th and 27th to buy your stock at $114.39 or lower. I'll explain my logic right after this.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Griegmeyer.
Okay, the first thing I want to do in this video is show you why I think Amazon stock will go down on October the 26th after their quarterly report. And then I want to use, and that will be through financial analysis. And then I want to use technical analysis to help you see how I determined that it will be about $114 or less, and where I think that support level is, that where Amazon will land. So in order to do that, I need to take you to our website, Best of Us Investors. This is it right here, and show you where I did my analysis work and how you can have access to it, not only on Amazon, but many other stocks. I've done the whole Dow. I've actually done the whole S&P 500, as well as the BUS 13 and BUS 12 stocks. So let's go to the computer. Okay, this is our website, Best of Us Investors. Everything's under services, and what I want to do is take you over here to the platinum level and take you to the area what I call the debt analysis of the BUS portfolios. And what you're going to find here is where I break down the financial structure of all the stocks in the BUS 12 and BUS 13 portfolios. And what I want to concentrate on is Amazon. And I'll just walk you through quickly what I've done. I scrub the internet. I subscribe to a service that gives me access to all the financial data on over 6,000 stocks in the world. I want to focus here on Amazon, and it shows you that the net revenues in 2023 thus far are $538 billion, with income of $13.072 billion. What I want to concentrate, though, on is their debt. You've got to recognize that Amazon has built a lot of distribution centers, and they borrowed a buttload of money to build those centers. And as you can see, if you'll just scan down there, there aren't many people who are up in the area of $124 billion. Here you see Broadcom, or actually that's Berkshire Hathaway, that's at 135 to give you some representation. Apple's at 109. So they got a lot of debt. This is the interest that they're paying on that debt, and that is $2.9 billion. Again, comparing it to Apple, it's less than Apple's, but you're also going to see Apple's revenues are substantially, our income is substantially higher than Amazon's, 94 billion as opposed to 13. So this raises a red flag. And what it basically says is that this is what they're paying. Again, this is off of their income statement for servicing that debt, $2.9 billion. Well, as that debt matures and has to be refinanced, because most commercial loans are either floating rate or they last 3 or 5 years. So when it is refinanced, the cost of that debt will go from, I estimate, from 2.9 or almost $3 billion to as high as 12 billion. And I think that's going to start to show up on next week's earnings report. You're going to see a drop in their earnings because that difference, whether it's the full, $10 billion or something less, it's going to come off their bottom line. So if we project that it all is maturing, we're going to see a drop in Amazon's income from 13 billion to 3 billion. That's a 262% impact. Do I believe it will all happen on the 26th? No, I think it'll be spread out between now and the start of 2026. But nonetheless, this is something that Amazon has to address, and I think you're going to see a drop in their in their price and the stock. And then the question becomes, how far? How far will it drop? Well, that's where then you have to switch to technical analysis to come up with some sort of answer. So let's do that. For technical analysis, I use tradingviews.com. I've again bought some software that gives me more than what you'll see when you open tradingviews.com. The first thing I did was build a trend line. And let me take this. It's on a daily chart right now. Let me take it to monthly. And what you'll see here on my monthly is I've run a trend line that goes all the way back to 2015. And that's the general line of Amazon's development. What you have here is the effects of the pandemic and the flood of money into the market. That money is now coming out, and we are seeing that Amazon is coming back to its normal trend. So I have now a trend line going back to 2015. I then take this to a weekly chart, and now I get an even more concise view. What all these green lines are is support levels. And this is another program that I have bought and put into my trading views that gives me artificial intelligence that tells me where the support levels are on this stock and where the resistance levels are. And that gives me, again, a stronger view of where is this thing going to drop to when the next iron drops. So now I want to go back to a daily chart. And here now we can see, here's this trend line. Here the stock is coming back to it. And we see it's right now up at about $125 a share. And where would its next level of support be? Well, this tells me its next level of support is at about $114 a share. And look where the trend line is. The trend line's at about 115. Where is the next trend level of support? That's down at 101. So to my way of thinking, I can sit and wait for the 101 in anticipation, or I might miss it. So I'm going to buy it at a 114. Where do I think my potential upside is? I believe my potential upside is at 187, where it was back in June of 2021. That's where I think the next stopping point is when I am able to buy it at 114. That's my analysis of where it's going. Where I share this is then back on my website. Okay, again, back on the website, we then go to services. We come over to the platinum, and we go to bus portfolio long-term analysis. We come to this drop-down menu, and we go to Kerry's cheat sheet. And here I have analyzed all the stocks. And here you see Amazon. It's got a bad debt situation because of the debt. It's got a good technical situation. I'm currently out of it. I'm ready to buy it at 114.39. Now, I update this every Sunday, and it will change on all of these stocks. As an example, I had a target price on Tesla at 111. But because of their earnings report this past week, that's now down to 100. That will be on the chart come Monday morning. That's how I work. Now, what I've also done, okay, this is my cheat sheet that will be up Monday morning that, as you can see, updates my Tesla target price to 200, but holds my Amazon at 114.39. What I've done differently is over the weekend, I said, why don't I do this similar thing for the Dow? And you can see I'm still working on it and coming up with target prices on the Dow stocks. And eventually, I have done the analysis on the S&P 500, but it's just so much data that I got to find a way to get it uploaded and make it available to you. Again, it may come down that it's just available on a weekly basis. This is how I analyze stocks, and this is what I want to make available to you. And it's all available on our website, Best of Us Investors. And if you want to see the different levels and the opportunity you have to share in the information we have, what I just showed you, the cheat sheets and the financial, that's all part of our Platinum. We also have a premium level and a tribe, which is basically the Discord and discussion. So that's how I work. That's what I do for my retirement. And if you'd like to share in it, come to the site, find this level, and come join our tribe.